Have you ever asked yourself if it's necessary to buy everything you see or think about? Well, some things are not worth it, and we end up wasting our resources and time. In this video, we'll talk about things we should consider, and the things that will guide us on good life. By the end of this video, you will see the benefits of being strict with yourself and tolerant with others. Please remember to subscribe and go watch more insightful videos in my channel. Let's get started. 1. Treat success and failure the same. When you throw a rock up in the air, it loses nothing by coming down, and gain nothing by going up. The rock stays the same. Therefore, when you throw that rock up into the air, it represents your efforts towards achieving success. You put in hard work, dedication, and perseverance, aiming for the highest point possible. But as the rock begins its descent, landing back on the ground, it symbolizes failure, the moments when things don't go as planned, and when setbacks occur. Just like the rock, you lose nothing when you experience failure, and you gain nothing when you achieve success. Let that sink in for a moment. Success and failure are merely points in time, fleeting moments that come and go. So, why treat success and failure the same? Because both are essential parts of the journey. Success teaches us valuable lessons about what works, about our strengths and capabilities. On the other hand, failure provides equally valuable lessons. It teaches us resilience, humility, and the importance of perseverance. Without failure, there can be no growth, no progress. Celebrate your successes, learn from your failures, and above all, keep moving forward with courage and determination. 2. Just do one thing every day. It might sound simple, but trust me, it's incredibly impactful. Let's break it down step by step. Think about your big goals, dreams, and aspirations. They might seem overwhelming at times, but here's the secret: you don't have to tackle everything all at once. For example, let's say your dream is to become a great artist. Instead of trying to paint a masterpiece in one day, commit to spending just 30 minutes practicing your art. It could be sketching a simple doodle, experimenting with colors, or learning a new technique. By consistently doing this one thing every day, you'll gradually improve your skills and inch closer to your goal. The same principle applies to any area of your life. Let's say you want to get fit. Instead of overwhelming yourself with intense workouts, start by going for a short walk, or doing a quick home workout each day. So, remember, just do one thing every day. By focusing on consistent action, you'll build momentum, gain confidence, and eventually reach the summit of your dreams. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. 3. Be strict with yourself and tolerant with others. In life, we often hear advice about being kind and tolerant towards others. But what about ourselves? Shouldn't we hold ourselves to the same standards? Stoic philosophy suggests that while we should be understanding and forgiving towards others, we should also be firm and disciplined with ourselves. This balance is crucial for personal growth and success. Being strict with yourself means holding yourself to high standards. It's about discipline, self-control, and unwavering commitment to your values and goals. On the other hand, being tolerant with others doesn't mean lowering your standards or condoning harmful behavior. Instead, it's an exercise in empathy and understanding. Recognize that everyone is fighting their own battles, facing their own storms. Tolerance doesn't mean endorsing their actions, it means showing compassion, listening without judgment, and offering support when needed. In essence, embracing Stoic philosophy reminds us of the importance of balance in our interactions with ourselves and others. By striking this delicate balance between self-discipline and compassion, we pave the way for personal growth, success, and harmonious relationships in our lives. 4. Turn obstacles upside down. Life is full of obstacles that can feel like roadblocks on the path to our goals. But what if I told you that these obstacles could be turned upside down, transformed from barriers into stepping stones? When we encounter obstacles, our natural instinct may be to feel defeated, to see them as insurmountable barriers that hold us back. But what if we were to shift our perspective? What if, instead of viewing obstacles as impediments, we saw them as opportunities for growth and learning? This is precisely what it means to turn obstacles upside down. Every obstacle we face is a chance to test our mettle, to push ourselves beyond our limits, and to emerge stronger on the other side. It's in overcoming adversity that we discover our true strengths and capabilities. Just as a weightlifter builds muscle by lifting heavier weights, we build resilience and character by overcoming obstacles. But how do we actually go about turning obstacles upside down? It starts with a shift in mindset. Instead of seeing challenges as threats, see them as invitations to rise to the occasion. Embrace the discomfort, the uncertainty, and the fear, knowing that they are the crucible in which your greatness is forged. Next time you encounter an obstacle on your journey, don't shrink back in fear or frustration. Instead, embrace it with open arms, knowing that on the other side lies growth, resilience, and ultimately, triumph. 5. Constantly ask yourself, is it really necessary? In a world filled with distractions and demands, it's easy to lose sight of our priorities. We find ourselves saying yes to things that don't align with our values or goals, simply because we haven't taken the time to ask ourselves if they're really necessary. But when we pause to consider this question, we open the door to a more intentional way of living. How much of your time and energy is spent on things that don't truly matter to you? How often do you find yourself saying yes out of habit or obligation, rather than genuine desire? By constantly asking yourself this question, you can cut through the clutter and focus on what brings you joy, fulfillment, and meaning. But this question isn't just about decluttering your schedule, it's also about cultivating a mindset of discernment and intentionality. When you make a habit of questioning the necessity of your actions, you become more aware of your choices and their consequences. You become the architect of your own life, rather than a passive bystander. So the next time you're faced with a decision, big or small, pause for a moment and ask yourself, is it really necessary? Whatever it is, challenge yourself to consider whether it aligns with your values and goals. 6. Speak with the dead. At first glance, speaking with the dead might seem impossible or even nonsensical. But imagine being able to converse with historical figures who have long passed away, philosophers, leaders, artists, and thinkers whose wisdom has stood the test of time. This notion might seem far-fetched, but in reality, we can indeed speak with the dead through their writings, teachings, and life stories. When we speak with the dead, we're not engaging in supernatural communication but rather immersing ourselves in the thoughts and experiences of those who have gone before us. Take Marcus Aurelius, for example, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher whose meditations offer timeless insights into the human condition. In his meditations, Marcus contemplates the transience of life, the importance of living with integrity, and the power of controlling one's thoughts and emotions. His words serve as a guiding light for navigating life's challenges and finding meaning amidst adversity. But Marcus Aurelius is just one example among many. Throughout history, countless individuals have left behind legacies of wisdom and inspiration. From Socrates to Shakespeare, from Confucius to Coco Chanel, their words continue to echo through the ages, offering guidance and solace to those who seek it. So let us heed the lessons of the past, for in doing so, we honor the enduring legacy of those who came before us and illuminate the path forward. Let us reflect on the wisdom we've uncovered and the lessons we've learned. Remember, life is a journey filled with obstacles, challenges, and opportunities. But it's how we navigate these twists and turns that defines our character and shapes our destiny. Thank you for joining us on this journey today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below, to stay updated on all our future uploads.